All right. Hey, I'm here with Nate Hepler, Boom's head of manufacturing. Good to see you, Nate.
Good to see you.
Let's tell a story about a very interesting part. What is this that we're looking at over here?
This is our intermediate frame for sprint cores. So this is right at the front of the high pressure compressor. It's kind of the bridge between the inlet and the high spool of the
Okay,
inlet.
let's take it back a little bit. What is the sprint core? What are we building? And why are we building it?
Good question. So Sprint Core is our first prototype engine that Boom has ever built, right? It's the first engine we're ever going to build. So we are building the inner spool of Superpower and Symphony, very similar to both. And the reason we're doing that is to, one, flex our muscles, right? We have never built an engine, we've never tested an engine, so we want to build that capability before we actually get to Superpower, as well as developing all the analytical tools along the way, right? Like developing our compressor map, like reviewing all of our models, a lot of important stuff that we want to gain with this.
So one of the things we're doing is we're building an engine basically for practice, so we can learn how to design and build an engine, and so we can get the design where it needs to be for rate production.
Yep.
And so I think we've got some stories here in this part about iteration even within the very first serial number.
Yep, exactly. So this is made out of 7075 aluminum, right? So a lot more forgiving than some other materials we have in the engine. But given it's our first engine, we have a lot of instrumentation on this, so we can measure all aspects of the engine, right?
So one of the things that's interesting in design for manufacturing is not every process is easy to do everywhere. So let's start with what we needed here. This is a test engine, so it's going to have a lot of instrumentation on it, pressure sensors, temperature sensors, and this frame in particular is pressure sensitive, so we need to have some very small pressure taps, is that right?
Exactly.
So we needed pressure holes of what size?
EDM holes down to about 20 or 30 thousandths of an inch.
Okay, so those are incredibly small. Now, can you poke a hole that small in a part this big?
You can, but it's really hard.
Great. Okay, so the build engineering team basically figured out what?
We figured out that instead of poking that small hole directly in the part, we can actually drill a slightly bigger hole that we can actually machine on a 5-axis machine, and then install a bushing into that, and then install our instrumentation into that bushing, so that we move the hard drilling operation, the hard EDM operation, to a more manageable part size.
Right, okay, so what that basically means is this whole part can be made on a 5-axis machine, covers all the things, one program, one step, and then we have a very small part that can be done in parallel on a different machine, and it gets reassembled.
Exactly.
And now, if you were working across a deep supply chain, lots of outsourcing, you could never figure out anything like that, right?
Yep.
Right?
Or you don't have the authority to make the change in the first place.
That's right. Yeah. So build engineers have the authority to change the part in order to make it easier to build.
Exactly.
Right. And so they own it from turbo machinery, basic design, all the way through first article on the test stand running.
So build engineers own sections of the engine, or we call them modules, right? So like your inlet, your compressor, etc. And that build engineer has ownership over the entire life cycle of a part, right? All the way from conception to installation and test. So that allows us to have a lot more resources and capability within one team, and they have the authority to go do what they need to do to get the part made.
Right, so they've got all the authority to get the part made, they've got the resources often in-house to do the manufacturing themselves.
Exactly.
Great. All right. Good story. Looking forward to the next chat about another part.
Absolutely.